Hey, happy Friday, everybody. We're
Happy
coming to
Friday.
you live.
What's
Well, not
up? No.
What's up?
live. Oh, the old commercials. Remember those?
Which one?
The Budweiser commercial? What's up?
Oh, I do. Was that the frogs?
It was the frogs.
That
yeah.
was the frogs.
Yeah. I feel like I have a frog in my throat today.
Me too. Me too.
Welcome to the Real Estate Playground, where we cover everything in the realm of real estate with no fluff and no BS. I'm Todd Erickson.
And I'm Ray Evans. Bringing over 28 years of experience combined, we've seen the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
Join us as we take you for a ride through the real estate playground that's full of laughs, knowledge, and perhaps a few unexpected surprises.
So whether you're a realtor, home buyer, seller, investor, or just here for the hilarious stories, we've got something for everyone. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Playground. I'm Todd
Season
Erickson. You've got Ray Evans and Miss Carrie Demers, and we are coming to you for the first episode of season 2.
Why did it take you so long to say Ray Evans? You had to think about it?
No, because I was hoping you were going to introduce yourself when I put the camera on you, but you didn't see
I
me
thought
put
he
the
was
camera.
going. I thought he was going to.
I'm Ray Evans.
And
Carrie said bad words on Friday morning. It feels like a Friday today, doesn't it?
it does.
Yeah.
It's Friday, Friday.
Getting down on Friday. I'm glad to be here with you guys today.
Me.
No place
too.
I'd rather be.
No place you'd rather be.
No place I'd rather be. Right here, right now.
What about you?
Embracing the now. Embracing the now. Carrie, I saw your dude sitting on the car waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good looking chauffeur you got there.
I know.
Oh my God.
Hope he's going to stay here all workday
I have a feeling.
on Friday.
I have a feeling he ain't going nowhere. Great guy.
All right, so what are we talking about today?
Well, today I think we're going to discuss a little bit of AI and how you can leverage it in your real estate business, and how it has also made a big change in the way you can do business.
Well, I think that's also technology in general too. All of it, because I feel like from technology, AI was created, and it just kind of took off from there.
Right. Right. It's like Terminator. Remember John Connor? The robots are taking over the world.
I did. So
They are.
I do remember saying that, because I remember saying that the robots were taking over the world. And if you cannot see it, that's how I feel.
All you had to do is watch Terminator, bro. I think you know what I think I'm going to do when I go home this weekend? I think I'm going to watch all the Terminator movies from beginning to end,
Yeah.
so I can have a better understanding of what's actually going on. Wasn't it called Skynet? Isn't that the
Was it?
yeah, I think it was called Skynet, the program that took over and the robots took over.
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen Terminator? It's been a while. I haven't even seen any of the new ones that they came out with.
I've never seen.
Any of them?
What? So you're really clueless at what's going on then.
Actually, I'm not.
Skynet, dude.
Well, I know that there
watch
was one that the girl that was Daenerys Targaryen in the Game of Thrones was in the newest
my
one of the
gosh.
newer Terminator
I
movies.
love her.
Gosh, can you say her name again? Targaryen.
Targaryen.
Whoa, bro.
Targaryen.
Daenerys
What was she the
Targaryen.
dinosaur queen? What was her name?
She was the dragon,
Dragon
mother.
queen.
the mother of dragons.
Yeah, the mother of dragons.
My favorite scene is when she's sitting there naked and the little baby dragons come across her. Oh,
That's not my favorite scene.
what's your favorite scene?
No, nope. All right, everybody. So all of our
You already
listeners
know.
and all of
Which
our
one?
viewers, we are going to talk about AI and technology and how it affects real estate. Please
Yes.
do not listen to our bamboozlery, whatever stuff that we have going on here today.
There you go. Todd made another word. Bamboozery.
I'm gonna add it to the whiteboard.
Add it, bro.
So we obviously know ChatGPT is a big thing. It's making its way into the industry.
Yeah, just with listings, writing descriptions with ChatGPT.
A little bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Which is like the most basic,
Basic.
kind of function that it has. There's so many more functions.
If you're not utilizing AI at all, that is just like the minimum of what you could be using to just elevate your listings.
I feel like everybody is using AI at some point or
yep,
another because everything's got something with AI built in the background of it.
check this out. Chat GPT, right? And this AI thingamajiggy is such a powerful tool. It can be an entire project manager for your entire operation.
Are you telling me that we don't need the people?
No, you need the people. The people have to do the work. ChatGPT is not going to do the work. There is some work it can do, and it processes the information so quickly. We had a opportunity as a real estate firm to acquire another real estate firm. And we looked at it really, really hard, and we entered all the data. I mean, we studied it and studied it and studied it. Finally, we entered all the data into ChatGPT, and it came out with a serious report. And it said, buy it if this, don't buy it if this.
Yeah, and it breaks
buy
down like the
this,
statistics.
Don't buy it if this. And it really said to buy it, but the ifs were too many ifs. And some information was just not clear that was given to us. And so based on ChatGPT, plus the management mind of our managers here, we chose not to go forward with it. We chose to focus on the people in our firm. We chose to focus on what we already have instead of, you only have so much bandwidth as a human and as a manager, right? And if you lose that bandwidth, you get a little burnout. And I just didn't want to be burned out. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 20 years already. Yeah. So burnout is a very real thing.
Right.
But with ChatGPT or with AI, we're going to be able to take the management group that we have. We have a big meeting coming up soon before you go on vacation. Where we are going to start talking about how the management staff is going to be using AI to help them make decisions and empower you to make the decisions yourself. The more decisions that get made in your business, the further you get in your business. And I think AI can help you with those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like AI and ChatGPT just make me feel smarter. I feel like you're like, what's a really nice, respectful way to say this without acting like a fool? And it just comes out and will just give you everything. Did you know I also found out too that apparently they were saying something about ChatGPT was losing money because when you comment back, thank you, that they lose money?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how much truth is behind that. I just know that there was some article that I was reading that was stating that ChatGPT was losing money and it was a downfall because people were giving their appreciation and thank yous for the responses that they were receiving. And so they ask you that you don't do that.
That's wild.
I heard on the electric use footprint, whatever you call that, like ChatGPT should be something that like environmentalists and stuff like that do not like, or AI. Because there's so many servers and power.
Yep.
Like it's like a pool on the power grid.
It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's when the robots are going to take over. They're going to go, you have taken too much of this electrical power.
But I'm telling you, I do think the movies had it right, way ahead of their time. I feel like everything that was mentioned, like you said Terminator. We've got all these other more advanced technology-based TV shows that are coming out. There's one, I cannot remember the name of it, and it had Julia Roberts in it, and it was The End of the World, and how the Teslas were driving themselves. Did you ever see that? Oh my God.
I'm just into Pretty Woman.
I love that movie.
Well, she was a pretty woman in this movie too, but she was a mom and the world was literally falling to an end.
Moms are cool.
Somebody out there I know knows exactly what movie I'm talking about. I think it's called The End is Falling, or it was on Netflix.
If I was allowed to use my phone in here, I would look it up and tell you.
If I let him use his phone, you guys, he's going to be on his phone throughout the entire episode. So we will not go that route.
But I can't use my phone in here. There's a bunch of rules.
Because they're going to get
color within the lines, Ray.
I got you.
It's like walking into the courthouse. Leave your phone in your
Which
car.
is totally ridiculous, right? I'm not a criminal, but I have to leave my phone. I can't bring my phone into the courthouse. Why? What are they afraid of?
I don't know. Why is that a rule?
I think we should come up with that. Like, I mean, I can understand if you're like going to see the judge and you're on trial or something like that, but like I'm a business person. I'm doing business at the courthouse 95% of the time. Except for that one time. But
it may just be like a recording
not guilty.
thing.
I would be recording everybody. Guilty. Guilty.
Southwest is in the house.
Oh, come on.
Give it to me again. Guilty.
Guilty.
But I do think that the movies had it right. I mean, I feel like whether it happens today, whether it happens in 5 years, whether it happens 20 years from now, I do feel like something is going to happen to the world and technology is going to take over. The human beings out there are going to have to find a way to fight it, because they also came out with the other movie too. I think it's called The Severance. I could be wrong on that too, with Megan Fox, where they make robots that look like human beings.
I think I want to watch that tonight when I get home.
But it's one of those things where like she was a nanny. And she helped the parents to watch the children.
Yeah.
But then the mom ended up in the hospital. And so she was there to also help comfort the
Mom
husband.
was not doing her duties.
But
She was in the hospital.
Well, she shouldn't have done that.
she
thing
was
to
having
go to the
surgery.
hospital. Well, you know.
Yeah, she was having surgery.
It just really weirds me out because I did see the previews for that. How she's just like,
So blank.
so it's just like there's not, there's
no
not,
soul in
there's
it.
no like
No humanity in it.
sympathy or empathy or anything. That
So she develops it. So I guess like throughout
See, that's what I'm looking for. Like
Yeah.
the robot that develops empathy. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Megan Fox, if you're listening, my name's Ray Evans.
So, but the thing, I mean, obviously getting off of that movie, but I'm just saying like for that,
No, we can stay on it.
they had to, you paid like a certain package price and you could have this
the
type,
robot?
Yeah. You
Really?
could have this type of robot, this one, this
Like
one.
a la carte.
Depending on what it was that you wanted them to do. Like they had construction workers that were literally throwing up buildings within a week where it would take us years
Hell
to
yeah.
get them knocked out. I'm talking about skyscrapers. And so it's just, they
It's
build
where everything
armies.
is headed. It's
I was
where
about
it's
to
headed.
say, and people are going to get left behind if they
Dude,
don't get on the
drones are already
train.
fighting battles.
Yeah.
They are.
Like
They
you're
are.
already fighting wars with drones and robots and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
You wait when they're gonna hover over some other country and they're just gonna go, "Phew," and all these little robots are just gonna be on there and they're just gonna drop them and then
Dude, they've already
take
done
care
it.
of business.
Dude, it's already happened. You know, not.
That's why I'm saying the robots
crazy.
are gonna take over the world.
I don't think they're going to take over the world, though. I think humans are more resilient than people think. We've been around a long time. We started off, carrying clubs and dragging things into our cave, and look what we've developed the world into. You know what I'm saying?
am Kong.
Come here, woman.
Right? Back in caveman century.
Well, we're all survivors of that. We're the DNA winners of the caveman wars. All of us. Think about that.
If the robots took over the world, and you were to have a superpower, what would it be?
Oh yeah, that question. I remember my answer.
What superpower would I have?
Yeah, to fight off robots.
The power to look at them and then they just turn off.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Like you just shut down.
Yeah.
My
I had a few wives that did that when I looked at them.
Oh my gosh.
oh my
What's wrong with you?
Everything is wrong with me.
All right,
I
what
like
would
it.
your superpower be?
I told you, my superpower would be able to just like smack them. Just
Like a pimp hand,
Like-
but with like a robot hand.
well, more like the Pope hand, like with love. Like I need to love this robot enough to stop it in its tracks before it hurts the world.
When you slapped it, does it like have heart eyes and it's
No,
like, oh, Ray Evans.
no, it just shuts down.
Oh.
But yes, I should be able to just smack that robot and it just get in line. Next thing you know, it goes back to the production schedule, making phone calls, asking who do you know would like to sell real estate in the next 7 or 10 days, please.
I am really hoping though that if it ever gets to a point to where we do have, because I mean, obviously you've got the vacuum cleaners; those are technically robots. You've got the mopping systems that are technically robots. They're all generated with technology. My only thing is that I'm hoping that there is something that us as human beings, or someone hell of a lot smarter out there than myself, that is able to make sure that we never make it to that point to where robots end up getting a mind of their own and can take control of us and any other country.
don't we
They
just
have
pull the
to-
plug
but they
on it?
ha- I was
Don't
going
we
to say,
just
but
pull
they
the plug
have to
on
be
it?
built by someone though. Like, unless you're saying like
Built,
robots are
programmed.
building robots
At some
And
point,
then they're like programming themselves.
themselves. Yeah.
well, think about it. There's
awesome.
already robots out there building cars that you drive on the road every day
Yeah.
that have recalls
Right.
and malfunctions and mechanical problems. It's not people in there with screws and bolts and drilling this shit all together. Like you see arms in there pulling full pieces
Yeah,
around and
yeah.
doing this, and then it's on a conveyor belt and it's being sprayed with paint. Humans ain't doing that. I mean, you got humans that are making sure and maintaining. You know what it reminds me of? Let's talk about that. It reminds me of like when you do self-checkout at Walmart and you got that one person that stands there and is watching you. That's it. You got one person out there watching robots build your cars. Actually, it's probably a lot. There's probably a lot of them in a manufacturing warehouse, but I'm just like, that's what I picture in my head is
I
that
wonder what the price difference is of like paying an hourly worker and then paying for a machine up front to build these cars. Like what, right?
I feel like we're going way down a rabbit hole and away from real estate with this.
Well, but this is, I mean, this is the cost of goods.
It is
it's
true.
just
At
the
some
cost of
point,
things.
it is. A lot of us.
Same thing with manufacturing houses. Like eventually the dudes playing the salsa music are not going to be out there building the houses anymore because they're going to have, it's going to be more, right now, that's a very archaic model. They're printing houses now.
They are. And then you've got, what is it? Those concrete machines that are able to go out there and pour your house in a 3D version.
They don't get sick. They don't have family problems. They don't have drinking problems. They didn't stay out all night the night before. Like it's coming.
That's crazy.
You didn't know that? Have you never seen that where the concrete is poured in layers and layers and layers and layers and layers
No.
until the whole house is built up?
No,
They
it's
say
like
it's
a
more
3D
cost-
printing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
I wish they
It's 3D,
actually
they
did
will
that
3D
here.
print houses. They are 3D printing houses right now.
I feel like right now with us being like, because I know everyone around the world has different natural disasters in their areas, but we obviously have hurricanes. I wish we had houses that were built and then concreted around on the whole thing,
Yeah.
just to make sure that the structures stayed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a crazy world we're living in, yo.
Well, because I think when you stop and you actually think about it, your minds can wander because we're always so busy throughout the day. We're doing this and that we're not sitting down and actually thinking about all the things that go into that. Like you just said, you didn't even know they were doing 3D printing for houses, and they are. But that actually brings me to another point when we were talking about AI and technology and everything going into it too, is they're trying to create Zillow to where they can do everything for you so you don't even need a realtor.
Yep.
I will still highly go against that. I think you
Yeah.
should still hire a realtor, somebody who is empathetic, who has feelings and emotion, that is going to be loyal and honest to you.
And it's so local in nature too. Real estate
It
is
is.
very local in nature, and that's not going to change.
Zillow don't know that shit.
Zillow don't know.
Zillow is not that geographically located in
It's a technology company
our
dude.
area.
It's an absolute technology company. That's a real estate company. That
Well, they're trying to create a one-stop shop. And I get it. I can respect that. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of realtors that are going to lose their job because people are going to think they can just go to Zillow and do everything themselves. But the thing is that a realtor is there to protect you. It's there to watch your back, to make sure that decisions are being made properly, that you have some kind of negotiating skin in the game. I helped a client the other day when I was telling him about all these things, and he's like, yeah, let's do this, 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 this. And I was like, those are your cards. You need to keep those to you and only use them if you think that you need them.
Right.
If you lay out all your stuff, that gives somebody else an opportunity to walk all over you.
Right.
Because now they know your cards. He's a horrible
Does
gambler.
Zillow hold the same like responsibility as real estate agents? Like, can Zillow be sued if they or a seller be sued if they used Zillow and like misrepresentation and
they
stuff like that?
probably could. They probably could. But think about the type of legal counsel that a large corporation like Zillow would have, and how they would tie you up in a
That's crazy.
in a serious just be a mess.
Yeah, that's
That'd be like you against Doge. Elon Musk, Doge.
Oh, Doge.
I just want that $5,000 check.
Yeah, where is that?
Where is it?
Where you getting that 5Gs?
Is this like another stimulus check?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, this is the money. Is this a
This was
social
the money
security
that
that they
they-
said was coming back?
This is the money that they
The
found.
waste.
Yeah, the waste of like they were like giving away and didn't need to be, that they were able to give back to.
Well, now I feel like that everyone has flat screen TVs and they've done all of their taxes and everything. Now you can just use this money to
houses.
put down on a house for purchase.
Call me 910-381-4632.
If you're going to invest your money in something, invest it in real estate. I will say that till the day I die, because I feel like there's always a chance for you to make money in the real estate industry.
Right.
You can make money. I didn't say that you would get rich, but you can make money.
You could get rich in the real estate business.
But
Or
you know what I
die
mean? Like
trying.
if you drop it in stocks could drop and then you could lose all your money.
They drop it like it's hot.
What about virtual?
Carrie wanted to bust it. I know you did. Didn't
What
you,
about
Carrie?
virtuals?
You thought about it, didn't you? Did you think about it? Virtual tours? Virtual what?
All of it.
Virtual
I mean-
showings?
I don't like virtual staging. I know that to the eye it looks cool, but I just
It's like a misrepresentation of the property. Like it's crazy. But if you disclose that, hey, this is a enhanced photo, or what is it? What do you have to disclose on it? It's like enhanced photographs or something.
yeah,
like
I
that.
think it's enhanced
I
photography.
would have to say I disagree a little bit with both of you. I feel like there are pros and cons to having virtual staging as to custom staging. I do obviously prefer custom staging because that's what I do with my interior design side. However, I do feel like virtual staging is good for those that know that the home is not going to stay on the market long and it's able to be turned quickly. I feel like it's much better to be able to pay to have someone go in, do a 3D scan visual of the home, visual of the home,
Another word, whiteboard.
and then be able to put furniture in it that is going to resemble whatever it is that you're going for, that vibe, that feel.
Yeah.
Because if you have that Spanish style home with the arched doorways and things like that, it's real easy to put Spanish custom virtual staging in
Yeah.
there instead of having to hire a company,
Right.
spend thousands of dollars for them to bring it all in, go under contract, and it's all out in 5 days.
Right.
So I do see virtual staging now. Don't get me wrong. There are those that do it inappropriately and inaccurately. Because if you don't measure and you say that a sectional can fit in this space and it's a 10 by 10 room and you know
Yeah.
for a fact it cannot, like, are you putting a Walmart sectional in there?
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel.
Do they have sectionals at Walmart?
They do online.
Oh, wow.
You can buy them online.
You shop at Walmart?
I do.
Actually, I do because the shorts I'm wearing right now, I got them from Walmart.
I do. I despise going to Walmart.
Why?
I do despise going to it, but
I
I
hate going there.
I like to go there at like 7 a.m.
7 a.m. 7 a.m. Gotta wake up. Gotta get my cereal.
I miss when
get to
literally everything said everyday low prices. Or what was it? The rollback that they no longer do. It's like the roll forward. Everything is so damn expensive.
It's costly.
It's these tariffs.
It's the AI.
It's
The AI knows that you'll pay more, and it just adjusts the price as you go. They have that, they have that in like some of the fast food restaurants. I was listening to a podcast, can't remember what it was, but they actually have like a podcast that like based on the amount of people coming to the restaurant and the capture rate of the customers, the menu. I think it's Wendy's. Don't quote me on this. All right, I don't want to put that out there. Be like, Wendy's has price gouging. I'm not saying that, but if I recall it correctly, I think it was Wendy's, and they have like an automated price board, and it adjusts as they get more customers in the building.
Wow.
And then when there's less customers, it's like the prices are a little lower. So it's smart.
Where is this
It's
at?
AI. It's at some of fast food restaurants.
No, but like, is there like a specific location? Is kind of where I'm asking. Like California, you would think
Probably something like that. It was a podcast I listened to like 3 months ago.
I know there was a video I watched where some of the fast food is actually having like robots build your food, and then like nobody is working inside the
Okay, well, can I actually
restaurants.
say, I feel like if a robot was making my food, I feel like I would get a burger that looks like it really came from the menu.
Photograph.
Yeah, because
But
they're
then
gonna
it's
lightly put that
But then what
bun on
happens
top.
when what happens when your order is wrong? What if they mess up?
Well, then there's that person that provides shitty customer service standing there like what? What's the problem? I hate going into a restaurant and having to order at a kiosk. It drives me crazy.
Oh yeah. They have
Where?
those.
What was that TV? Was it a movie or a TV show? It was the Spy Kids. Do you remember when they just like popped something in a microwave and it came out as a full McDonald's meal? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You never saw that?
No.
I remember that they had a Big Mac and a fries, and all they did was put like this little coin inside of the microwave, and then it just popped up and it was a full meal.
Jeez.
Could you imagine cooking for your family being like,
I'm sure the nutritional
here's 50
value on that
cents.
is very low.
I was
Boom,
about
pot
to
roast.
say.
That nutritional value is questionable, and we're gonna have to talk to what's his name, the new guy that's in charge, Kennedy. I've talked to him about that nutritional value. We gotta get him on the phone.
so you know what? I think we should do like a real estate name drop.
Okay.
Ooh, it's time.
I think we
I'm
should
gonna be
start
better at
doing
this game.
more
You're
often.
not allowed to just
I'm gonna
think
go.
of it.
Okay.
You said she's not allowed to what?
Think of it.
Yeah, she already knows she's gonna say blue.
All right, so we're gonna put the rules out there for everybody. So we're gonna start adding this to our episodes, I think, every now and again. So it's called like the real estate name drop. Well, we're gonna drop a name, and one of the other people have to say whatever is on their mind at that very moment in the snap without thinking about it. Can be anything.
I mean, you have to think about it for a second.
Let's try not to think in the gutter
you
with
put your
these words, though,
glasses on?
because you don't want
Real
anybody
estate
to
name
see his
drop.
face.
It's real estate name drop. I just don't want to be,
All right, so who do you want me to ask? Ray first. I'm gonna ask. We're gonna go with Ray first.
All right, hold on. Let me get ready.
One word, not a phrase, not 3 words. One word.
I just
One.
don't be upset with me because I'm creative and all these words come to mind.
All right, well, you ready?
Yes.
I want you to think quick. Okay,
Yeah.
think quick. Light fixture.
Plant. You like that?
That was fun.
All right, Carrie, your turn. You ready?
What was so funny about it? It wasn't even.
It wasn't. I was
funny.
expecting him to say like something completely
Yeah.
more offhand.
Light fixture. GE. General Electric.
Oh, maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should try to see if we can think of something super quick that is relatable to what is being
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Well, I thought that's like the point, like word association.
No, I think it was just whatever word popped into your head is what
It
you
was
said.
plant.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah, why?
Because there's a plant right behind Todd.
You were planning it.
All right,
Learn
Carrie.
from the
So
best.
Let's
Okay.
go ahead. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try and see if we can come up with something as relatable to that product.
Okay.
It's probably not going to happen, but we're
Okay.
going to go with it.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to ask or you want me to?
Go ahead, you.
All right.
Wait. Explain the rules again. So I have to think of something that is in line with whatever you say, not whatever comes to my head. Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I
Okay.
feel like you're still going to say whatever pops in your head. Like, that's the whole point is to. All right.
Ready, let's go.
Doorknob.
Door.
What? That's it? That's all you
I would have
had?
said stinker.
What?
You never played that game?
No.
Really?
I got
It's like
one.
somebody lets a stinker, and then you got it, and then you say doorknob, and then they have to go
they
touch
have
a
the
doorknob, or
you
you
get to
kick their
punch
ass.
'em.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie, I'm going to let you
Jeez.
ask Ray one.
Okay,
You ready?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Ready? Septic.
Tank.
What? Boring. That's boring.
I was hoping I was going to say shit.
No, that's
All right. I don't have one.
All right, Ray.
Yeah.
Chimney sweep.
Refrigerator.
He said that with so much refrigerator.
Okay, your turn. Your turn.
Okay.
Your turn.
You ask him
Here
one.
we go. Okay, you ready?
Oh, God.
Electrical box.
Plug.
Plug's good. Plug's good.
Well, I heard electrical. That's all I could think was plug. I think I like it the other way better. Just whatever
Yeah.
pops in your head.
Fine.
Singer.
Fine. We'll just play that game all day. I can play this game all day.
Rafter.
Attic.
That was good.
Really?
I'm sharp today. I'm sharp. You guys
They're
thought I was
just
going to
saying
be
it all
sharp.
politely. Rafter.
Rafter.
All right, Carrie.
Rafter
think
drowning.
quick. Front porch.
Porch. What? Sorry, that's what it popped in my head.
I would have said 40 ounce.
I think we're gonna have to play this game more often so we can practice more.
All right, do it one more time.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Refrigerant. Oh nope. See, you took too long. Too long.
Who says refrigerant?
Too long.
Exactly.
Wow.
You just got the shame. You just did the walk of shame on the real estate podcast, Carrie.
All right, Ray. We'll do one more for you.
Sure.
Because I
I'm a
just
little scared here.
I think that this would be really funny. Let's go. Property inspection. And nobody will ever know.
Insulted.
What's going on there?
That was so funny. I hope
I
you
was-
guys
I was-
think. Oh, that was so good.
I was trying to originally think to do it for her, but then she didn't ever say anything. So I was like, well, that was a foul. Would it make you feel better if you talk in your real voice?
My real voice. This is my real voice, and I want you to know that we are going to take over this real estate market with our skills.
He sounds like Venom.
Oh, that's right.
You sound like
he does.
Venom.
Yeah, Venom.
I'm going to eat your face. Say that.
I'm going to eat your face.
But I feel like you got to say it more aggressively because that's how he does it.
Say it aggressively.
I'm gonna eat your face. I'm gonna take over the world. I don't know if I'm censoring it, but that's it.
Okay. Oh my God. Anybody that is going to be listening.
Oh my God. That's so awesome.
Whoa, it's so cool. Thank you for giving me the dominant voice. I feel very good.
I feel like
I feel
everyone needs to just let it out on Fridays. Let it out Fridays.
Oh, that's what we need to call it. Let it out Fridays.
What are we calling Let It Out Fridays?
Every Friday. Let it out Fridays.
What exactly do we have to let out?
Just anything.
Venom.
Just anything that.
Do you
No
feel better?
goals.
Yeah.
Good.
I never felt bad. I had a great weekend. Last weekend.
Last weekend?
Yeah, last weekend was great. This weekend's going to be even better. My son's graduating tonight.
Good.
Pretty cool.
That's exciting.
If you don't know this about Ray Evans, his children are his pride and joy.
You're a sweetheart, Carrie. Thanks for saying that. He's moving to England.
Yeah, but you know what?
But I'm going to go.
I'd be
I'm gonna go
excited
after
say.
for
this.
him because then it's an opportunity for you to get out of the US of A and head on over there and just chill. Take a vacation.
Dude, I'm looking forward to
And look, and you don't need a robot because you have Carrie. Carrie's your assistant. Carrie.
You have to do that. You have to do that. Oh my gosh, you have to do that. Carrie, you have to do that.
Do it.
Go ahead, do it.
Do it again.
Hey,
What is that from?
that's the robot dance. You're like,
Is it? That made me think more of like a open wide.
Well, on that
Okay,
note,
maybe this is too good of a Friday.
This is like Friday 2.0.
Okay, so we talked about virtual staging, and I feel like virtual tours too. So you've got virtual tours, virtual staging, you've got 3D tours, Matterport. So obviously, if you're getting professional photography done on majority of your listings, obviously you should have some type of 3D model or Matterport. Most people aren't going to do it, but I feel like it really depends on the property itself because, like we said before, some properties will take off super, super quick and then some will sit. But I feel like that's part of our job. We should be putting that in there. But that is a big thing. I feel like AI and all the technology has pushed us to a point now to where you can, if you don't know what Matterport is, it is a 3D visual that you can actually step through and walk through and move around and toggle and be able to walk through the home, especially if it's sight unseen. If you can't physically be here to be able to walk through the property, I feel like it's beneficial to real estate. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I agree as well. I'm in agreement.
I actually have, whenever I was purchasing a home, I actually did the virtual like walkthroughs and stuff like that.
Did you do a sight unseen offer?
No, I didn't. I saw it, but it's like when you're looking at them, because that's what buyers do. They just go online and just look at like a plethora of.
Well, I think it's cool because as you're
things, and
walking and
it's just like
toggling
this-
through,
yeah.
it feels like you're in the
That's it,
space as you're standing there.
Before wasting like people's time to go see 40 houses, I can narrow it
Could
down.
not have said it better.
Narrow it down because I've already somewhat been
40
inside.
houses.
Yeah. I mean, there's some buyers out there that are just very indecisive. I mean, some people want what they
There are.
want.
I have
and
showed 40 houses to a buyer before.
Have you really?
I have.
So,
Back in my desperate days.
I probably have too. I probably haven't showed
The truth
40.
comes.
40 is way too many.
But the thing here, but you're absolutely right. The thing is that yes, I do believe that 40 is too much. And I do believe that there are very indecisive buyers. I think buyers also have a lot of remorse. So they go in, and that's why now I tell my clients, I'd much rather show you the best 4 or 5 that you are absolutely infatuated with, because I want you to find your like it, love it, and gotta have it house. By the time we see 40 houses, you're going to forget what the first one was. And if that was your favorite, now it's probably gone. So now we've got to figure out another plan.
yeah.
So, I mean, and I always tell them, once you go under contract, stop looking. Just stop looking. Turn it off. Because you've got those that want to continue.
we turned their
We turned
their
theirs
search off. and
But
stuff.
you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't stop them from getting on Zillow. And then like, well, what about this house? How about you focus on the one you're under contract with?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about
Unless
it.
it's perfect for them, right? Like,
Yeah.
like there is that chance. Like you also got to be that fiduciary. So,
I'm not opposed to that, but at the same time, I don't want to keep terminating offers to move forward on something else because
you're just marking time.
you know what I mean though? It's like you're waiting.
And most people aren't that way, though. I mean, there's. Just,
I didn't say it was.
There's that.
Everybody.
There's that very small minority of people that are just so indecisive and they second guess themselves and they don't trust anything, and you know that's where. You know,
Well, and then you got the families that also like to be involved, and that's not a bad thing either. I get it. You're protecting,
especially when they're a young person.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's where your credibility as a real estate agent comes in, and your credibility as a performer, and your 300 Zillow reviews come in. You go, look, guys, I don't have to sell you a house.
You have 300 Zillow reviews.
Well, where I come from, it's 300. It's high 200s, high 200s, and that's myself and my team. We have almost 300 reviews.
I feel like my reviews are kind of scattered because it's weird. Like
5.0.
Some days I'll be like,
Yep.
leave me a review on Facebook, Realtor.com,
Just like Vanilla Ice.
Zillow. Like, so they're kind of scattered all over the place.
Do you want to know a fun fact about Zillow?
Fun fact, go ahead.
Fun fact with Zillow is your client cannot leave you a review if they're connected to Wi-Fi.
What?
They have to
It
disconnect
has
from
to
it.
disconnect or will never publish because that's the only way for Zillow to realize that you're a real person. You
Ensure
cannot
that
be
it's
connected.
authenticated.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
You have to give them
Do you
these
see
long.
what I
You have to
mean?
give them a serious thing of instruction. So it's not
Yeah.
easy to get a Zillow review either.
So we had, was it Philip that told us that?
yeah.
That they have to be connected from Wi-Fi to be able to
Disconnected.
Yeah, disconnected from Wi-Fi to be able to.
Just like the machines, we have to disconnect them so AI doesn't take over the world.
I think majority of mine are on realtor.com or Google.
Yeah.
There's so many places now that someone can go and leave you a review. They're not all.
Google's hot right now. Google's one of the most cost-effective ways for you to leverage your business right
Well,
now.
and I love it because I get the emails that'll tell you, "Hey Todd, you've had 157 viewers on your Google page or blah 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 just this month," whatever the case may be.
Nice.
If you want to improve your business, just go read your Google reviews because it'll tell you exactly where you're lacking.
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 I'd be lacking on the weekend. you know,
Lacking
fine.
and Cadillacking.
Lax, bourbon and lax. That's my favorite song right now. It's old.
So, how do you guys feel about the technology that we currently have? Do you guys see it advancing even more in the next upcoming years?
By tomorrow.
Here's
Always revolving.
That's the challenge with it too. Like we could sit here today and we could study it all day long and we could learn it and we could become an expert.
And it'll
at
be
it in 30
changed
days.
next week.
Yeah.
It'll be changed. And so, but here's the thing that I tell everybody: it doesn't matter what you do as long as you do it consistently. So if that's what you're doing, do it consistently. Be aware of what's going on around you. Make your real estate's a contact sport still. You still have to make your contacts. But with AI, now you can make even more contacts.
I feel like it also makes our lives a lot easier because it's a lot more just plugging in, finding those specifics to those clients, putting them in those groups, and then a lot of the work is done for you. But at the same time, I don't want the viewers and listeners not to think that we're lazy and we're not doing anything. There's still a lot of behind the
lazy.
scenes stuff
It's
that
not
I was
goes
about
in.
to say it's still
just
being controlled. It's
Absolutely.
still being
It actually
controlled
is.
by
It actually is even
person.
better because you have a better system and process. And I think there's things we could
Yeah.
study and like automate.
Well, one of the things
processes.
that I love is that it keeps track of all those things that you know you're going to forget. Like we already have enough trouble trying to remember everything in our own relationships to now have to worry about when your birthday is,
Yeah,
when
when's
that
my
anniversary is, when you moved in and all these other kind of things. So I like that there's something in place that already has all that stuff that sets up. And then it tells you, hey, so-and-so's 1 year anniversary is coming up on such and such a day.
And then you call them.
Yep.
Say, hey, happy anniversary.
Absolutely.
Good to talk to you. You guys doing good? Is there anything I can help you with?
Yep.
When do you plan on moving?
I wish we were real estate superheroes though, and we could just remember all of that stuff, but we're not made that way.
Remax agents actually are real estate superheroes. Just,
Now you're making me feel like I need to move because my mind don't run that fast.
I can't believe you just said that. Cut that out.
I think if you get an AI platform or something, I mean, obviously any type of platform, and it works for you as long as you can put the information in, that is what's going to keep your business constantly going. Is because you don't have to physically touch them once a month. It'll automatically do it for you.
Look at all the
Stay
listings
in
that we
front
took
of it.
last month. Like,
Yeah, we took a lot.
and
A lot.
yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like-
still have a bunch too going on.
I love being able to also backtrack and look at where real estate was and where it's been and where it's gotten to this point. Were you, Ray, one of the ones?
Let's hear this.
I'm not going to say were you
You're
one
fine.
of the
You're
ones.
fine. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it.
I know that back then, real estate majority was ran out of a book. A lot of the stuff that you did was book form. And then there was dial up. And then it went to
I
having.
came after dial-up. Dial-up was while I was in the Marine Corps, though. I had a roommate, lived in a trailer back then.
And look where
We
it's
had
at
dial-up.
now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, I mean, I think it's cool the way it's evolved. Because I'll be honest, when I came into the real estate industry, I was not aware that it started from a book. I just figured people were sitting there with dial up like,
The MLS changed things, and then the MLS advanced.
Yep.
And now you have the regional MLS, which, it just gives you access for more information. It's all about information.
well, now we're partnered with other states as well. I know we're partnered with Atlanta, Georgia, I think it is, on our MLS.
Crazy.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
For those multiple listing service, that's where we can find majority of the homes for you.
And look, that's good, and it's also bad, and it's how you use it, right? Because
Well, they're not dialed into our regional, but
Right.
we do share the same MLS with them.
you're sharing data, right?
Right.
Right. So you just have to be careful where you're doing business. Like I got a referral last week from Bath, North Carolina, $950,000. And at first it's like, oh, I would love to sell a $950,000 house, but then, what the hell do I know about Bath besides I take one once in a while?
I think that's what's
You
the
know,
most
and that's not
Well,
fair.
thank you
me
for
right
taking
now.
a bath. We appreciate that.
That's it's good.
I think that's
Usually
the
once
most
a day.
frustrating, and I'm not even a real estate agent. It's
Yeah.
very frustrating to have someone 4 hours away
That don't have the tools either.
to list and market homes here that you like. And some of them have told us, like, yeah, we have someone else showing the property to them, or it's just like.
Well, and that's kind of how I feel about like the Raleigh agents. I have full respect for Raleigh agents.
Me too.
But I also say too, stay in your lane. It's been said before by Terry Alfred Smith. Stay in your lane.
Quoting Terry.
But at the same time, if you used to live here and you're from Raleigh, I get it. You know, you're familiar with the area, but also you've lived in Raleigh now for a little while. Things are going to change here. Things have evolved. I believe practice in your vicinity.
Yeah.
So yes, I know that we are licensed in North Carolina. You can practice anywhere in North Carolina.
But I have no business selling a house in the mountains.
But that's
No.
what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't
I
know shit
prefer
about
Eastern
the
North
mountains.
Carolina.
Yeah, I would definitely stay Eastern. I mean, and there's some stuff I just won't do.
Yeah.
Well, look, even Eastern, I feel like I'm still within a smaller bracket. Like you won't see me all the way up there in Hatteras and all that stuff.
Which is good though, because you can always just refer it out,
Which
which
builds your
there's a
network.
platform, and then still get something from it.
which is
and
what
give it
most
to
people
send
should
it-
do.
yeah.
Like if you're in Raleigh, refer them to somebody that's here that you know that if they need someone to go and do that walkthrough inspection with them or whatever, then obviously there's somebody local here that is able to do that. And you're still getting paid.
There's a very successful Wilmington agent that referred us something over in Town Point. You know, the sellers are selling their house here and buying something in Wilmington. She could have easily listed their house.
Yeah.
But she does not know the market, knows her limitations, and gave it to an expert,
Yeah.
which was me.
Not just people looking for the money.
Yep. What was that?
I will say though, back onto like starting like with the book and then how everything just kind of changed, MLS, all that. I do
all
believe that
technology.
people that do not get on the train for technology and AI are going
gotta
to
get on AI.
They're going
We
to be
gotta
left
get on AI.
behind, especially the older agents still in the game.
It's just like it's the book that I read. I talked to you guys earlier about it, the AI driven leader. Well, I haven't read the whole book yet, but I'm about 33% of the way through. After 1 week, that was not bad.
And where can they find that at, Ray?
They can buy that on Amazon. I forget the name of the author. I'll get that for you.
What's the name of the book again?
It's called The AI Driven Leader, and it talks about
The
the
AI
history,
Driven Leader.
and it talks about the history of technology, like you're talking about. And it's saying that if you don't get on the AI train, if you're not already on the AI train, you aren't going to necessarily go out of business, but you're not going to be able to compete. Like,
It's going to be real hard. You're playing catch up to everybody else.
yeah, so
That's
we're on
way
board.
further ahead in the race.
We're on board and we're working on it. Like we've got some of our staff's already using it. Our agents, our assistants, like we are using it. Are we using it to its full potential yet? I don't think so. And I don't think
for
we'll
me-
ever use it to its
I
full
think
potential
for
because it's
me-
continuing to develop.
I think for me, it's kind of hard because I feel like you can do a market analysis on an AI platform designed just for real estate. And I think for me, it just is kind of hard because it's like, what information are you pulling instead of me physically doing it? You know what I'm saying? And making sure the information is accurate. Sorry, I know I pulled away. The information is accurate. It's like, how do you know that that information is accurate?
We just have to
Or-
start trusting
yeah.
it. You know, we're going to check it. We're going to double check it. And then it's just like anything. You're going to get more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And then you're going to realize, wow, this is actually legit and
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. All right.
Another one in the books.
Yes.
Hey,
All right, everybody. So once again, this is our first episode for season 2 of the Real Estate Playground. I'm Todd Erickson,
I'm Ray Evans.
And I'm Carrie.
and we appreciate you guys for listening. Carrie, tell them where they can find us.
Don't mess it up.
You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. And you can find us on social media platforms, TikTok and Instagram.
And YouTube.
Good job, Carrie. Good job.
Thanks. I practiced.
I feel like we're going to have to put it on a board up there so that way
Yes,
everybody
yes, on
can
both
see.
sides.
All right, everybody. Till next time, we appreciate you guys listening and viewing. Make sure to leave us comments and like, share, subscribe.
And let us know what you're leveraging AI for.
Yes.
We'd like
that part.
to look at it. We'd like to share that. Share that information with each other.
All right, everybody. We're out.